Sega, if you're listening, I have a bit of a proposal for you. One that will not only make you a ton of money, which I know you're a big fan of, but employ your brand. Of course, when everybody thinks of Sega, you think of one thing. One blue hedgehog, or perhaps a black hedgehog, or perhaps a orange tail guy, or perhaps Knuckles. And of course, I'm talking about Sonic the Hedgehog. Now, Sonic is very cool. I grew up with Sonic, and I have very, very fond memories of it. And would you believe it? Many other things I also have fond memories of, such as Pokemon or Pikmin. And do you know something they have that you don't have? A mobile app. Now, I know this sounds crazy, but here is genuinely my $1 million idea. You are going to make a $1 million app. And it's going to contain something very precious to the Sega and Sonic crowd. Because the Sonic fanbase is rabid. They're rabid. They're probably far more rabid than many other fan bases that you would think would be more rabid than them. It's kind of insane. But when you think about something like this, you need to think about a mascot. Because Pikmin have, obviously, the Pikmin. Pokemon have, obviously, Pokemon. But I don't want an app where I'm just having variations of Sonic. That's stupid. That's gonna pitter out little pitiful fart and wheeze, and then it's gonna die. But you know something that could fit that and is very similar to Pikmin and Pokemon and is like Sonic adjacent and everybody wants? The Chao. The Chao, baby. See, everybody knows about the Chao. And if you don't know about the Chao, you haven't lived life yet. But effectively, Chao are these little guys. Typically, they're like blue, and they have a little yellow like dot on top of their head. It's kind of hard to explain. I'll put a picture up. But Chao are amazing, and they originally come from a game called Sonic Adventure Battle 2. Very creative name, I assure you. But ever since then, they have been referenced in some media, but we haven't had something as prevalent as the Chao Garden from Sonic Adventure Battle 2. Now, the Chao Garden is a place where you could go, and it's kind of like a little garden, obviously, with a bunch of little Chaos running around. And they hatch from these eggs, and you can raise them to become better. That you can train them to run faster, to jump higher, to fly, and depending on what you feed them, you can do that. Depending on how many times you pet their little head, you can do that. Depending on the affection you have with whoever you are playing as, you can change their appearance. So if you play as like Sonic, and you keep giving affection to one Chao is like only Sonic, there's a pretty high chance that it becomes a Sonic Chao, and it looks like Sonic. And there's the same thing with any other of the characters. And it's I think this is such a great idea. Not only will it make you a boatload of money, so much money, because there's such a market for this. Because when you look at Pikmin Bloom, you may not think it's that successful. When you look at Pokemon Go, it may not be that successful. Or the new trading card game that just came out. You may think, it's not that bad. But there's a certain whale, a certain aquatic creature that would pay a lot of money. And I don't want to extort people, but what I am saying is that I wouldn't be a whale, but I'd probably be like a lower level whale, like a dolphin. For the Chao, anything. And all you have to do is make an app where like you can, it doesn't have to be like Pokemon Go related, but it could be something where it's like if you walk around, you'll find like Chao eggs. And you can hatch them over you can like put them in an incubator and hatch them. And you can unlock certain characters as you go on, and you can make them individually train the Chaos in certain things. So Knuckles can train like strength, Sonic can train agility, Tails can train intelligence, something like that, right? And you can have your Chows battle each other, very similar to Chao Garden, except on your phone. Chao Garden on your phone. That's such easy money. It's such easy money. I don't know why you don't do it. It's such easy money. And maybe you can have Chows that are like land-based or water-based or air-based. And depending on where you are, where you walk, you can gain a Chao of that sort of type, right? And that Chao can be more proficient at swimming or flying or running, something like that. And of course, you need to monetize the game. And to do that, I think obviously customization is awesome. You give them little outfits. And I know Chows are kind of like creatures that evolve on their own into looking a certain way if you want them to look that way. But what if you have a Sonic Chao and then you can dress it up in Shadow Chao attire? There's like a Shadow... It's like he's playing both sides, right? He's born as a Sonic, but he becomes a Shadow. Bars, write that one down. But that could be awesome. And you could have one where they have a little like sleepy nighttime cap where you have a little light and you walk out in your little nightgown and you check for the ghosts. Something like that. It doesn't have to be that crazy, but you could, that's like a $2 outfit right there. And you can put it on your favorite Chao. And you see him waddle around and there's like a special animation or whatever. I don't know. Or even, egg related. If you don't want to have to go for a like nighttime lake type Chao, because you don't want to go walk around at night at a lake to get a certain egg, you can just buy an egg for a certain amount of money. Maybe that's kind of pay to win, so maybe don't do that. But it's just ideas. Just throwing ideas. Anyway, I just had to make this video. I had to make this video. Actually, my sister was the one that came up with this idea. Thank you. But I decided to think on it a little bit more, and I realized just how profitable this could be, and how amazing this could be for the Sonic community. So long as you don't run it into the ground and be stupid with it, be responsible, Sega. I'm talking to you, Sega. Be responsible. But if you're responsible, you can make a lot of money. A lot of money. But, as always, thank you for watching. Like if you like. Dislike if you dislike. And I'll see you later.